Hello, this will be detailed presentation of Adept AI Chrome extension. I got the early access to the tool, to Adept Experiments. You can actually request for that access yourself by going here to this Adept AI blog experiments website and requesting it here in this wait list form. I think Adept AI is very interesting tool. Maybe it's not perfect. In my opinion, it's not fully fledged automation tool. It's still missing many features, but in general, it shows how RPA tools can evolve in the future. I hope you have already seen my video where I was showing how Adept AI extension automates RPA challenge. So here is that workflow. The Chrome, the extension itself, it's very simple. It has that very nice looking UI. The editor capabilities are, well, they are missing a lot in my opinion. You can just add a few actions. You cannot put it into any logic. I mean, not from this level. There is also advanced editor, but also that one doesn't provide that many options as well. You have out of the box clicks, go to URL, scroll, type, and wait. But it's an experiment, right? I'm not expecting that it will be fully fledged RPA product or automation product. But the most important capability that this product has, it's AI model that can actually translate this text into UI element that the Adept AI will interact with. It's recognizing it by translating an image to text and text to image. That's a transformer model, and it's multi-modal. So it's basically analyzed the screenshot of the browser, and it's pointing out to the robot where to click. And so that this tool doesn't use any selectors, or you doesn't have to create it. You just tell the robot where to click. So I, for example, want to put Chris into the first name text box, and show on page allows me to identify quickly that UI element. And as you can see, it's being highlighted here. And right now, when I will run that automation, that activity, right? It's just typing it here. So after refreshing the page, it's still, it, it can still point the right UI element with ease. Of course, tool is not perfect, but we will go into that in a second. As you can see here, there is advanced editor. There is a whole documentation how you can use it. Definitely, you can build more than just the simple automation. Of course, it runs a little bit slow, so definitely it's not for production use. I mean, even the authors of Adept AI, it's claim it's just an experiment. They're probably testing something in the background, but still, for me, that was probably the easiest RPA challenge to solve, right? I thought that Power Automate Desktop was quite good at solving RPA challenge and building that whole automation, but this one is just a breeze. Don't you don't have to think about selectors. Just you type the UI element name. Of course, you need to put it into some specific pattern, but still, it's quite impressive that you can name the UI element in plain language and it will be identified on the screen. I will show you, and then you have to use some such structure like that. We can use input, because if you put just first name, it will identify the label. Right, so not great, but still, I think quite good for building right now very small automations. Like I said, not production ready. Plus, as you can see, here it is, this annoying, in my opinion, um, moving pointer animation. I mean, they could just get rid of it straight away, or have some tick box to activate it or deactivate it. From the professional automation perspective, I don't need it. I don't need also the highlighting. I just want the process to run and run as robust as possible. And talking about robustness, I think it's quite good. But for example, here I have my future of work challenge, and here it's missing something, right? So when I'm, you can also scroll, right? But it doesn't matter here. uh, it cannot recognize in this case where the label is under the input, it will not be able to identify the UI element correctly. But still, from it's still an experiment, right? Still something that they are working on, and it's already working fine. It's supported by only 14 billion parameters model. Here I have the website of the same model, just shrinked and open sourced. You can find it on Hugging Face. Probably within some time I will be playing around with it as well. But the point is, it's relatively small model. 8 billion for sure you can run it on your computer on regular CPU. 14 billion probably you will need to have some GPU to support the AI architecture. But yeah, it's relatively small model, but that still provides some IDP and OCR capabilities, which I will show you in a second. But first, let's put this tool into real use case, right? The use case that I also will be using for GPT powered UiPath framework. Um, where there's an update between two for the application. Here it is how the old one looks like, and here's the new one. As you can see, it's totally different. And of course, that will be a nightmare for developers to just update all of these selectors and making sure that it can connect with, your automation can run on the new version of the website. Something that I wanted to show you is just let's go to that cross application automation. As you can see, I will be putting a ticket and expecting some value out. So let's run it. I was not able to automate drop-down list. There are a few issues with that part, but it deals with text boxes and buttons without any issues. And in the last step, I was asking actually the AI to get me the ticket ID number, right? And I was able to obtain this number without any issues, right? So if the web page would be updated to this format, I'm pretty sure that in the RPA tools that you're using, most of that would not be working, right? The automation would have to be rebuilt because there's entirely new look and feel. I mean, this is old style HTML content website, while here we're having some framework on the top. So that makes the automation that could make the automation to fail, right? And but let's see how Adept AI will actually deal with this website. I have not updated the the code, right? The structure of the automation. I just will run it and let's see how it will work right now. No issues at all, right? Despite so many changes, it's not identifying UI elements based on selectors, based on the hidden attributes of what you can see on the screen. It's actually analyzing the content of the screen, what is displayed. So more or less how we people do, and that's why it's quite impressive. And I believe that's how the RPA tools in the future may look like. Just probably that how I think the automation will look like in the future. That probably deserves a separate video. But you can see, I hope, from this um, example that that there are some changes coming, right? It's coming for us. Probably selectors we will no longer need them, and for many reasons. There's the second reason I will be presented shortly by me in that UiPath framework powered by GPT video. I definitely recommend you to check out this Adept AI tool to register and try it yourself. I think it's very interesting just to see how the automation right now, powered by the AI, looks like and how it runs and how you build it. Like I said, from the RP tool perspective, it's just not a great tool, right? But from an AI experiment perspective, this is definitely something that you should get familiarized with. Um, and of course, please check my website, my RPA challenge. I think it's definitely more interesting than the regular one. And stay in touch. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.